think your writing changes so much from when you're at college. When you're going back to college, you're literally just thinking about, am I spelling everything correctly? Is the grammar correct? Is everything in a paragraph? Like, is everything laid out properly? And then as you progress, you start to think more critically about things. So you're writing, but you're writing down like your thoughts. So you'll say, well, this is a point that I'm trying to make, but you could look at this, or he said this, and you're almost like writing more naturally, and the grammar and the spelling and stuff eventually just comes to you. And I don't know if you're the same, Trudy, but it's reading. The more reading you do.
Yeah, I found reading other academic work helped me with my own style of academic writing. Yeah. And I also think I became more critical. I didn't just, because there's so many research papers of, like, when you first read it, you just go, okay, that must be right, because academic papers, that must be right. But as you get to fourth year, you become more critical, and you think, oh, wait a minute, I don't quite agree with this. And and as well, you become more skilled at answering the question, like breaking the question apart and making sure that your research is reflecting the answer that you want to give to the question. Before, sometimes you went off on tangents that maybe weren't related to the question, but you really started to hone down your skill of really giving the marker what they want to see in your question.
Yeah, rather than just writing for the sake of word count, you're actually writing because you've got something to say. At the beginning, first year, you're like, oh, I've got to write 3,000 words, and you're just writing because you have to. Whereas when you get to fourth year, you're almost writing because you want to. And it's hard to stay sometimes in the word count because there's just so much to talk about.
It was my dissertation. I thought I couldn't possibly go over the word count. And then at the end, I was struggling to cut things. So it's definitely, in the beginning, you think, how am I, ever going to get to this word count? And then at the end, like you said, you're struggling to not go over your word count. It's amazing.
It's not an easy transition, though. I don't know if you were the same, Trudy, but I find reading and the writing, the essay writing, really, really difficult, especially when I was going from like first to second and then second to third. Really struggled with that. Then eventually...
I found first year really difficult. Like I found first year like a really big change up for myself, and then second year I seemed to settle, and then third year was another year where I was just jumping, and and then fourth year I felt it settled, but we did have the big dissertation, but I felt like I was more confident in fourth year than third year. So I think there are jumps between the year, and you have to be prepared for that. But you'll feel like you've got the hang of things, and then all of a sudden you might feel out of your depth again. And then you will go through that learning curve, and then you'll be fine again.
Exactly. That's it.